found out that with your outputs, I know that we all know that we group ourselves into those who are good, and then average, and then below average. And as according to the report of your leaders and secretaries, you are all having an inactive records here with regards to the output. So that is why we are going to have a random dissecting these review of related literatures or outputs. Okay, so let's start with the group of, so I'll have to give you first this one. Try to examine the works of others. Okay? And you try to discuss among yourselves those things that you found out this morning, which is the types of synthesis, the categories of and sources, and the techniques of writing the synthesis. And I will show that in our PowerPoint presentation. So, to examine, you look here in front of you, the PowerPoint presentation, the output of group 1. Okay. You read. Okay, you read.
Adequate sanitation, together with good hygiene and safe water, are fundamental to good health and social and economic development. That is why, in 2008, the Prime Minister of India, Mahatma Gandhi, who said in 1923, sanitation is more important than independence. Improvements in one or more of these three components of good health various diseases and improve the quality of life of huge numbers of people, particularly children, in developing countries, although in these three components have different public health characteristics. This paper focuses on sanitation. It seeks to present the latest evidence of the provision of adequate sanitation, to analyze why more progress has not been made, and to suggest strategies to improve the impact of sanitation, highlighting the role of the health sector. It also seeks to show that sanitation work to improve health. Once considered the constituting activities, now requires the involvement of social scientists, behavioral experts, health professionals, and vitality.
We will focus on this page. So let us try to consider, using the lesson 2 of our book, the types of synthesis. Explanatory helps the readers to understand the topic. Its primary aim is to present the facts in a reasonably objective manner. Explanations given may entail descriptions, sequence of events, or state of affairs. While argument synthesis, its purpose is for you to present your own point of view with the support of relevant facts drawn from sources and presented in a logical manner. And that presentation may be debatable. So, shall we have Mr. Klimtumba? How would you consider this example? Now, this is actually the output, the final output of group 1. Let's give them a round of applause. This is only the first part. So, do you think this is an explanatory or an argument?
I think this is an explanatory synthesis.
Okay, very good. No, so you will understand the topic. Next slide. Okay, let us just scrutinize. Let us just examine this slide. Health impacts of sanitation. Lack of sanitation leads to disease was first noted scientifically in 1842 in Chadwick's seminal report on an inquiry into the sanitary condition of the laboring population of Great Britain. And then it has a date in 2007. And then it has a British Medical Journal in 1840. And then we have Chadwick there in 1842. Okay, with that, let's now go to the categories of sources. We have here the documents, the numerical records, the oral statements, and the relics. The documents will state about the annual reports, books, artwork, cartoons, circulars, records, diaries, notebooks, etc. that may be published or unpublished, intended for private or public consumption. The next one is numerical. Numerical is a separate type of source, subcategory of documents, test scores, attendance figures, census reports, school budgets, and the like. And then we also have oral statements. Mga here says, no? Myths. One thing that is considered here a hearsay for this school. Aki, no. No, it was during this Japanese time. They will go to the people of this place, Unidos, and then they will say aki, and then the respondent will just say no. So it ended to have Aquino. So Aquino Integrated School. Let's give a round of applause for that. Okay, anyway, let's now proceed to the categories. So do you think, what category is this, Ms. Garil?
I think it is document.
Okay, very good. Documents. Let's give her a round of applause. Okay, it has, what's that? Reports, records, so records. Records from British Medical Journal. Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Okay, now this time, it has, yes, it has math in it. Okay, so say something about that, Mr. Indo, about that slide.
It's more on numerical record because they use percent and numbers,
And then we have exponents. Yes, and then we have F diagram. Okay, thank you. That's very good. Let's give him a round of applause. I think all of you will pass now. So as we go on with this, because you really already have an idea about the categories, and then how was it presented. It may be explanatory, something like that. So of human excreta, feces are the most dangerous to health. Feces or stool. Are you familiar with that? No, mga tao, kanang mga animals, no? Of human excreta man, human man sa tao. Feces are the most dangerous to health. 1 gram of fresh feces from an infected person can contain around 10 to the 6th power of viral pathogens. 10 to the 6th to 10 to the 8th power of bacterial pathogens. You look at it. And then 10 to the 4th power protozoan cysts or OOCs. And 10 to the power of 10 to the 4th power of 10 helminth eggs. The major fecal-oral disease transmission pathways are demonstrated in the F diagram. So this RRL is based on a study that they have proven already that the human excreta or the feces are the most dangerous to health. So let us scrutinize the techniques in writing a synthesis. We are going to watch another slide for that. We have SAFE in 2004, and then the role of the health sector in improving sanitation. So please read the second paragraph, the second bullet. Everybody.
The role of health sector in improving sanitation. Sanitation promotion is one of the most important roles that health sector and the environmental planning. Because behavior must be changed to increase householders demand more safe use of sanitation, especially in rural areas where the pressure for change is lower. Thus, as to the most promising large-scale sanitation programs in the car center around demand creation and remotely delivered by the Ministry of Health and Safety.
Okay, you go on with your notes. What technique? Not thus the group one. They have one of the best RRLs presented. What technique was used in group one? Is it a summary, an example or illustration, two or more reasons, comparison and contrast? You can have all or one or two of the four. So do you think, Kairos, do you think this group one uses summary? Yes, because it's the organized way of showing the synthesis. That's very good. Next is, are they using example or illustration? Who wants to answer? Yes, that's correct. And then, who wants to answer? Illustrations or examples? Are they crediting the sources? You go back. I'll go back to this slide. Sources, British Medical Journal, Chadwick, according to the report, right? So again, correct. Still, there's an example or illustration. What about two or more reasons? This approach can be an effective method by simply stating your thesis, then give reasons why it is true. Your reasons need to be supported by evidence on your data and sources. Do you think it has two or more reasons? Yes, okay. And then what about comparison and contrast? Are these RRL comparing another study or it's only based on one study? Okay, so more studies. So there is a comparison and contrast. Okay, we're done with. Okay, so we're done with the presenters of group one. Please remember here of group one. You see, we have two not so participating students in group one, but I'm sure you have learned from this discussion that it's not really good not to be away from the group. The purpose of having a group is that so that you can brainstorm within the group and then you'll be assigned to what task, right? Karil. Diba na ang uban ninyo is mag-gather resources, ang uban mag-encode, ang uban mag-pictures, ang uban mag-kuhan sa internet, mag-connect, diba? Yeah. Why is it? No? So, I will now give your grades for your practical research 1. But before that, let us also pave way to understanding the output of group 2. This is about what? Facebook. I think all of you are Facebookish. Dili makatulog, dili maka-check sa ninyo. Dili makatulog, dili maka-check sa inyo ang mga Facebook feeds and walls. No? So, from group 2, wow, recent in 2016, according to Kristen Trapp, teens who have a strong Facebook presence may display psychological disorders such as, what's number 1? Anti-social behaviors, mania and aggressive tendencies. The Facebook effect is real, but teens who overdose on technology daily, and this includes video games, or fun here of video games. Who among you are fond of video games? Raise your hands. For real? What about electronic books? Oh, okay, so for real, electronic books. Okay, so according to this, in 2016, Facebook was during the 15-minute study time had lower test grades. Maybe all of you, including your classmates, no? Are your grades increasing or decreasing? Have you seen your cards? Okay. I will let you see your course. The moment your parents will be here for the, what's that? Linis program, what's that? Brigada. Or they can just be here. We'll be back on the 10th of this month for our course. Okay. Another citation is Tet in 2017. Another idea but that will support the idea of Kristen Trapp in 2016. They have a very good, so far, between the two, this RRL is it's obviously more interesting to read, and then it has a lot of social skills that's involved, like the social media. Of course, that is true. Once ang research is about Facebook, murag dali kay ta ganahan ta mag-research kay sa sanitation at first. Do you think that is, what do you think? Career. If you'll be given the chance to pick between the two topics, sanitation and social media, which are you?
Social media.
Why?
Because it's interesting.
Yes, it's interesting and
Millennials use of social media.
yes, millennials like you are glued to the screen of social medias just to interconnect with other people. But of course, you have to be very careful with its depression effect because you will feel that you are alone. Is that seen here? And you feel that you are alone because you are not contacting with human persons. Gadget ang giatubang. See? It's very interesting. And then, ilan na ka-minutes na?
17.
Okay, so let's continue. According to Amitabh Shukla, October 2017, young teenagers spend a lot of time in browsing the network, particularly the Facebook. Okay, so too much with the content. Let's now proceed to the what? To the types of synthesis again. Jim Ferry. This slide, do you think is an explanatory or an argument?
I think it's explanatory.
Explanatory, very good. There is no comparison or there is no arguments between two people. It's only to this author in 2017. Okay. And then let's proceed to the sources. As we go on with the other slides of group 2, let's have the sources. Then see here the 10 negative effects of Facebook on teens. So this comes from this author. See? A very big contribution to that. Isolation, putting away, abnormal, lacks emotional connection. That's not okay. That ends the slide, the RRL of group 2. Let's give group 2 a round of applause. Just a member here of group 2. See? So we generate. I think because of your sports generate that you're not just connected to the output. But anyway, I know that you're an honor student, so you have to do a lot of things, especially in your grade 12. And then you will have a lot of examination, not examining the not only RRL but articles in grade 12, especially for reading and writing. So let's have another view of the other groups. What about group 3? Group 3 is about okay, cigarette smoking. Any member here of group 3? From you, yes, Kareel. I think you have a very good idea about this. Only maybe because you focused on your writing that you made some absences. But this time, if you are going to say something about your RRL, let's say 2 to 3 sentences Kareel will do, since you are with your group. Okay, please stand and share so that you'll not have to wait for these slides.
He said that many teenagers use smoke, and it may affect the infants inside the
One of the mothers. I mean, actually, that mother who is smoking, or even that mother is with the smoker.
with the smoke.
Even with the smoker. The mother is not smoking, right?
Yes, because if the mother inhale that,
Okay, because your topic is indirect smoking. Okay. So what else, Kareel?
he said also that it can cause asthma,
Asthma.
and lung cancer.
So, who do you think are your, here, Kareel, who are your authors you give credits to? Do you have authors here? Okay, Keith King did a survey of 390 randomly selected adult, thank you, Kareel, of 390 randomly selected adult smokers. Willingness to protect children, and find that most were committed to protecting children by smoking outside rooms or asking visitors to smoke outside. See? And then researchers link secondhand smoke with child's dental hygiene. You know that a baby's teeth is temporary. Yung bata pa. And then we call it milk teeth, right? In your lower sciences, lower years. And then, kung permanent na siya, hindi na din na siya maisan pa. But because mabata pa siya, during his or her childhood, it will affect the dental health of that baby. So you will not wonder if maybe because your mother is a smoker or your father, and then you got this, I really don't eat chocolates or something like that, but why did I get this kind of teeth, right? But you really have that because of that exposure to secondhand smoke. See, according to Keith King, it has a date here, March 12 edition of Journal. 2001 Texas Youth Tobacco Survey. It is found that people are the least exposed of the lowest disease rates. Those exposed for the longest amount of time to the highest concentrations of smoke have the highest rates in 2001 by Pan American Health Organization. See? Beware of smoking. Beware of secondhand smoking. Okay, although you did not smoke or you're not fond of smoking, but maybe your friends are, still you'll get the secondhand smoke. Anyway, it's for the content. Let's check on the sources. Numerical katong na ay 390 randomly selected. So I guess we're through with your activity for this morning, and then I want you to have a you are going to, as your assignment, you are going to okay, this one. This is very feminine, pink, purple, right? From group 4. You are going to classify or again categorize what types of synthesis is this. So you go through reading this one in your own. I will give you a hard copy with that. And then you are going to answer what types of synthesis, categories of synthesis, and the techniques in writing the synthesis. Okay? Is it okay with you? Okay, so thank you so much. That ends our discussion, make-up discussion for your RL. Let's give each other a round of applause.